Good day everyone, and again we are here today for another chemistry report. So our top story today shines a spotlight on air pollution, a less discussed but an alarming issue here in the Philippines, particularly in Manila as we all know. And air pollution that affects the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. Yes, you heard me right. Air pollution affects all the factors that contributes to our daily lives. From the smoke of vehicles and factories, chemistry explains the reasons behind these culprits. Of course, first there is carbon monoxide from incomplete combustion, nitrogen oxide from engines, and sulfur dioxide that leads to acid rain. And add to that tiny but dangerous particulate matter, we also have PM10 and 2.5 that can slip deep into our lungs. But here's the good news because chemistry isn't just about naming these pollutants. It's also the key to solving them. Through cleaner fuels, catalytic converters, and innovative materials, chemistry helps us design solutions that protect both people and the planet. But before we get into those solutions, let us first delve deeper into the issue. So with that, for more details, we go live to Shiela at the scene. Shiela?
Thank you for that, JeIzel. According to the data from the Manila Observatory, traffic is the leading source of PM2.5 pollution in Metro Manila. During the dry season, an estimated 57% of PM2.5 comes from vehicle emissions compared to only 21% during the rainy season when rainfall helps wash out particles. PM2.5 is extremely small, so small you can see it, but its impact is massive. If we zoom out to the global picture, the State of Global Air 2024 report shows that air pollution contributed to 8.1 million deaths in 2021. More than half of these deaths, 58%, are linked to PM2.5 exposure. This makes air pollution the second largest risk factor for death worldwide, next only to high blood pressure. Children are among the most vulnerable. In 2021, 709,000 children under the age of 5 died from air pollution-related illnesses. It is now the second biggest risk factor for child deaths following malnutrition. And the burden is not evenly shared. Populations in low and middle-income countries such as the Philippines experience 1.3 to 4 times higher levels of ambient PM2.5 than wealthier nations. All of this data points to one clear conclusion. Air pollution is not just an environmental issue, it is a major public health crisis. This is the scale of the problem, and this is what the numbers reveal. Let us call Miss Stephanie to explain the chemistry behind it.
So, experts explain that when fuels are burned in vehicles and factories, chemical reactions produce gases such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides. So, these chemicals don't just remain in the air. They further react to create smog and ground-level ozone, affecting the air quality in many urban areas. In addition, scientists warn about the increasing impact of acid rain. When sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide mix with water vapor in the atmosphere, they form acidic compounds. This falls to the earth and harm soil, trees, and even buildings. So research also highlights that the danger of particulate matter, tiny chemical particles that make up carbon, nitrates, and heavy metals. These particles are small enough to enter the lungs and may cause serious health complications. Furthermore, greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane have been found to trap heat due to their molecular properties, contributing to global warming and long-term climate effects. Lastly, chemists use calculation and reaction principles to understand how pollutants form and to design solutions, such as catalytic converters that transform harmful substances into less dangerous ones. Now we turn to Jhez to present possible solutions.
Thank you for that, Steph. The escalating crisis of urban air pollution in the Philippines, particularly within Metro Manila, presents not merely an environmental challenge but a fundamental failure in chemical process management. With this issue, it's very important to take responsible actions through employing targeted chemical engineering solutions that intercept pollutants to modify their formation mechanisms at the source. One viable solution is the catalytic abatement in mobile sources. In order to reduce emissions, modern car engines carefully control the amount of fuel they burn. Presented in the screen is the three-way catalytic converter. It is a standard component in modern gasoline engines. Chemically converts approximately 98% of harmful emissions into non-toxic end products. The converter contains a ceramic honeycomb structure that is coated with a highly porous wash coat of aluminum oxide. Embedded within this wash coat are the active precious metals, platinum, palladium, and rhodium. As presented, the three-way catalytic converter performs three chemical transformations in parallel: the reduction of nitrogen oxide, the oxidation of carbon monoxide, and the oxidation of hydrocarbons. Next proposed solution is through fuel modification via biofuels. The Philippine Biofuels Act RA 9367 mandates the blending of bioethanol and coconut methyl ester into petroleum fuels. According to Sevilla 2023, it is a cleaner burning fuel that reduces out carbon monoxide and sulfur. The implementation of the Biofuel Act is directly linked to the objectives of the Clean Air Act to utilize cleaner alternative fuels. It is projected to result in substantial environmental savings, including an estimated 4 million tons of annual greenhouse gas savings by 2030. With these possible solutions, experts believe that greater public awareness will eventually lead to both policy shifts and behavioral change. While they acknowledge the challenges, they emphasize that these goals are within reach, especially through strong collaboration among government, the private sector, schools, and civil society organizations. And now, Owen, what you can conclude about this?
Thank you, Jezebel. At this point, one thing is clear. Air pollution is not just a problem we read about, it's a problem we breathe. Every inhale reminds us that this issue affects our families, our communities, and the future we are building. But here's the good news. We are not powerless. Each of us has the ability to make meaningful change, and it starts with simple choices. Choosing cleaner commute options when possible, supporting eco-friendly technologies, conserving energy, and spreading awareness so that more Filipinos understand the science behind the air we depend on. We encourage everyone watching today to take the first step, talk about what you've learned, support organizations pushing for cleaner air, and practice small habits that reduce pollution. When millions of action come together, they become a force strong enough to rewrite the future. Chemistry give us the tools, but it's people, ordinary people like us, who give those solutions life. So let's move on for awareness to action. Let's become a generation that chooses responsibility, chooses sustainability, and chooses a healthier Philippines. That concludes today's special report. Stay informed, stay involved, and remember, every micro effort creates a macro impact. This is Group 6 from BSESCI II-22, reporting for Chemistry Reports. Good day, everyone.